And then
Yes.
coming up next, we have Michele
Sure.
Clarke, the Intuitive Thrive Guide, who's going to moon manifest momentum, manifesting, manifesting money.
You
I
set
don't know.
yourself up for that, Sherry.
No, you set me up.
yourself.
You had
So
great.
it's moon magic momentum, money mastery manifest. That's what we're talking about today.
Oh my God! Yeah, I knew that you had too many
It's
M's.
good.
You had too many M's in my life. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm dyslexic.
I hear
So,
you, babe.
go for it, girl. Tell us about who you are and what you can offer, girl.
Awesome. Sherry, you're a rock star in my world. Thank you for being such a light. I just want to take a minute and just really hold it up for South Florida. Seriously. All right. And Sherry showed up, man. That's like powerful. All right, people, I'm going to share my screen because I got some serious business to talk to you about today. And it is no joke. So I hope you're ready because I'm not kidding. I come in powerful. I'm shaking with the amount of power that I have behind this presentation today. So while my screen is loading and I'm trying to get ready to share screen, I'm just going to keep it moving. And what's happening is that we're going to be talking about the moon magic momentum, but we're also going to be talking about how it bridges into the 4 directions of our life. And I'm really having trouble sharing my screen. So I'm just going to hold for a second. With that being said, I'm just going to focus in on you who are present here today and just give it up to you for being on the field of your life because you're here to play for real. And I want to start with a controversial topic, okay? I'm going to say something here that may astound and shock you. And what I'm going to say is that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, okay? Let me just say that again. We're spiritual beings having a human experience, not to be confused with human beings having a spiritual experience, okay? Because I want you guys to understand that you're here evolving and you're playing on this 3D space-time reality because you came here to captain your cybernetic biochemical evolutionary machine, right? Your meat suit, right? And I'm talking to you as a woman whose face changes daily. I don't know what I'm going to see when I look in the mirror. Today I get this. But you know what? Because beauty is not on the outside. It's on the inside. So me being able to show up here no matter what I look like so that I could share the truth about you, your own uniqueness, that seed of excellence that you came here to share and shine. This is all about your human experience because you came here to put this meat suit on and then become the cybernetic captain and be able to manifest in this 3D space-time reality because you're so much greater than this reality. It's just that we get caught and we forget as we pierce the veil and we come through and we forget how superhuman we really are, how much talent and resources we really have at our disposal, right? Because we have this amazing mind, and let's not confuse that with the brain, right? Our mind is made up of 3 main components: your brain, your heart, and your guts, right? So don't discount your gut feeling and don't discount when your heart says, no, intellect, hold the reins here. I got something to say. We came here with a navigator of divine design shine, a navigator to show us the way. Now, I have some really harsh statistics that I want to share with you, and I'm really hoping that I'll be able to share my screen. I'm going to try again. And we're getting somewhere now, people. So we're going to just jump on into the screen presentation. And my computer, my old jalopy PC is working for us now. There we go. So this is our topic, and we've kind of dived in sideways and we're reaching from the tilt, as that is my way. We're tilting in, we're tilting forward, we're facing forward, and that's who I am, faceforwardyou.com. And I seem to be in a live presentation mode. So I'm going to not stress about it. I'd like to pause it. Okay, we're just gonna hopefully get control of this presentation. These are the evolutionary stable systems. Okay, these hexagons. So I want you to get familiar with hexagons. I'm deep into sacred geometry. Hexagon is the structure, function, and order. Okay, so 6, structure, function, and order, hexagon. You see it in nature. It creates itself because that's what we build on. So I'm an MBA. I work in high finance to this day. Sherry wonders why I'm not in the healing group. It's because I'm dealing with, big commercial buildings, making major real estate deals happen during the day. But I have a huge message to share because cancer came in and bamboozled my bank account and my beauty and my health. And it woke my ass up to magic, alchemy, and manifestation. Like I literally had to throw everything I had into healing. First of all, I shouldn't be even speaking to you right now because I should be listening, drooling, and not being able to be understood. Okay, my eye shouldn't be blinking. It has no nerves to control it, but yet it blinks. Yet you can hear me. You can understand me. There's a lot of miracles you can make, my friends. So I love what Julian was saying. Like, we're being human here, people. You're flawed, you're imperfect, yet you're here to experience life's 4 directions. Okay, and I'm gonna just want to give you a quick peek into, that's my husband. We went to Montauk with the kids. My daughter just graduated high school yesterday. My son just graduated 5th grade on Thursday. Big events in our lives. She's heading off to college. Wow, it happened so fast, right? And this is just a bridge to the Milky Way, right? There are billions of galaxies in the universe. And ours happens to be the Milky Way. So it's super cool to capture it right there in Montauk with the beach and a bridge for you. My husband is shining the light at the galaxy of the Milky Way for you. And we're talking about these evolutionary stable systems and the fact that they're a hexagon, but built also on the number 7, because that's the universal law, right? There is life success, SUCCSS. That's the way we spell success. Now, why is that? Because there are 7 laws that help govern this 3D space-time reality. And if we're able to gather the quantum power that's necessary, that's the thing, that's where our number 1 enemy is distraction, which leads to the quintuple D threat and the crisis that we're in, the dissipation of our energy, the fact that we're at sea and we're not able to gather enough quantum force to create from the ether into this 3D reality. And I'm here to say that there is that ability within you, within this super you, right? This amazing super you. She's a maven like you, a maven who's able to find the answers because you came here equipped with the answers. Okay, so I'm not able to spend a lot of time on the basics because you guys who are here and have known me know a little bit about Super You, but I want to give this intel. So you're sparked with you, your own intelligence, your own uniqueness, you. Your own uniqueness is a piece of divinity within you. You're able to be this divine entity and you have this spark that breathes you, that beats your heart. And then you have this cybernetic biochemical evolutionary machine, your body, your whole nervous system, the ability to communicate through your nervous system for your body to take action, your brain, the ability to speak, the ability to use your 5 senses, the ability to use all of these things creates your superpowers, which is your magic, alchemy, and your manifestation. Now, to do those things, you can't just go right to the law of attraction, because if you're talking about the hexagon situation over here, the law of attraction is how that all works together. So you can't, I love, that's the main problem with a lot of my colleagues out there, not particularly in this healing group, because they are amazing people, is that there's a conflict of interest where they're giving you Z, but they forgot to give you A. You got to get to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? Let's all sing the alphabet together, because if you want to get there, you got to get there, and you got to step 1 step at a time, and you got to be able to gather the quantum force. These are your evolutionary stable systems. You came here highly evolved. You are continuing to evolve, right? We came here to evolve through life's 4 directions, right? To master these. To master fulfillment. These are the areas that I coach in. To master fulfillment, to master our health, to master our love, and to master our wealth. These are life's four directions. Usually these are tearing you apart. My goal is that we bring these together and we master each one. Okay. Today we're talking about money because it's a time of revealing. It's a time of bringing and merging the truth together. I'm a Gemini. I've always kept my business side here and my spiritual side here. But it's time to bring the two together because I have intel, particularly for women, particularly in this time of dissipation, right? This quintuple D threat that I talk about, that we're dealing with distraction, diabetes, depression, dependence, and disease at a level that is astronomical. What do? What's the systemic cause? Distraction. When we are distracted, we cannot be the laser beam that's necessary to create the effect that we seek. My goal as your Thrive Guide is that you're able to become the cause of your intended effect. So what are we warring against? My friends, I've got to let you know the statistics. And I hope, let me see, are these in order? No, they're backwards, but that's okay. The statistics are these, my ladies. Ladies, my ladies. I'm speaking directly to you at this point. You know, I got my MBA at Howard to talk about and to focus on the women's longevity, financial coverage paradox, right? A paradox is something that just doesn't make any sense. The fact is, my friends, is that we live longer and we plan less and we save less. And we think perhaps that Social Security is going to cover our needs. I think we have greater desires than that. And the truth of it is 58% of women are dreaming, last bullet point, of an active retirement, of traveling, of having more time with friends and family, right? Of pursuing hobbies, of volunteering, of working. Okay, but what's really happening? Only 14% of us are even talking about it. What are we doing to prepare for it? 15% of us, only 15% of us have a written plan. 42% of us have a vague kind of understanding. How would you like to get into a plane and the pilot to have a vague understanding of where you're going? Would you ever get there? Would you get there safely? My friends, this is a concerning situation. Now, I got sidetracked because cancer really did bamboozle me. And I had to rebuild myself from like on my knees howling at the wind to who I am today. And along the way, I learned to do many things and to create many miracles. And that's what's so amazing. And my husband and kids are walking through the door now, so there might be a little noise in the background. And we are able to plan and to create. But let's talk about these distraction statistics. Do you realize that only 20 of the women households, we have $23,000 of retirement money? How long is that going to take you? That's only going to take you maybe, if you're really frugal and you live on Social Security and you're really frugal, maybe you'll get 10 years without you having to live to fall beneath the poverty line. And 1/3 of us are going to do that, or more than 1/3 of us. Let's find out what it is. According, 1/3 of women over 65 will fall beneath the poverty line. Only 12% of us are confident that we'll have enough to retire. It's time for us to begin to understand that this stops now. We have a need for financial literacy, and we have magic, alchemy, and manifestation that can be brought to bear and to help this become truth. So what happens in many times is that my clients will come to me to talk about fulfillment or health or love, and we'll end up wondering, where is the lack? Where is the piece of energy that's causing the disruption? And many, many, many times it's wealth, because we haven't planned and we haven't talked about it. So those who are sticking with me, that are willing to take a look at this, you're my mavens. You're the ones who understand that this is a serious matter we're talking about and that we have serious business to do. So what I want to do is give you a bridge in my last couple minutes here to how to use the moon to affect this situation that we're in. Okay. So the moon is an amazing evolutionary device. It is part of, if you can see here, there is the nature pro quadrant of our evolutionary stable systems. And each of these hexagons goes a mile deep with modalities, because to heal myself and to do the things that I've done and to stand before you and to speak the way I do, I've had to create quantum miracles. And that's my business. That's what I do. And I did it in the 4 directions. And I only teach what I actually do. I do not teach anything that I cannot show you that I live in the house that I dreamed of. I cannot show you that the truth is real. So with that being said, we're going to take a look now at this fantastic from seed to bloom to harvest, right? To decline. Every moon cycle allows you a full evolution. If you catch the tail of the moon cycle, you can begin to build this quantum evolutionary power that can build things into reality. You're captaining a 3D space-time missile here. Your whole cybernetic self is able to create. So we're going to use the vehicle, the evolutionary stable system of nature, and we're going to turn to our goddess moon, and we're going to begin to get into her flow of evolution. Now, each time that we begin with the dark moon, which is actually, if you look at the calendars, they may call it the new moon, but you're actually given 2 really powerful days to work with each moon cycle from the new beginning, because there's many powerful days within a moon cycle. But to begin the whole journey, it is on the dark moon. It is where you put things to peace and you let go of the last harvest, and you begin to get the ground ready for the seeding of the new seeds for the new evolutionary cycle. So the new moon is when you plant, right? So with that kind of just the beginning of a moon cycle and some intel how to look up to that moon and begin to leverage the pulling of the tides, right? The power that she holds for you. Let's take a look at the money mastery manifest. Good. I want everyone here to get used to the understanding and the agreement that money, the first manifest, right? A manifest is a declaration. So we're declaring this because it's the truth. So the first thing is that money is simply energy. It's our energy to work with. It's our energy to use. Okay? The second part of the money mastery manifest is that money in your hands is a force for good. Because we all come with a tale, an energetic tale on what we believe money is and how money should be used and where we belong with money. But what I'd like you to agree to in this manifest is that money in your hands is a force for good. Excellent. The third part of the money mastery manifest is that money mastery is part of your conscious evolution, right? You came here to master these 4 directions, right? The 4 directions of love, wealth, health, and fulfillment. There is a logic and a mastery path. So to begin to understand what you can do along the money mastery path is catch the tail of where you are. Are you one of the women who aren't talking about it? Do you have a sense of how you might reach it? Are you part of the statistic where most women are only looking at paying down their near-term debt? That's what's on their mind. Because if you're only paying your near-term debt, you're not paying yourself, nor are you growing your intellect, nor are you planning for the truth that you will live longer than your husband. The truth is you're going to live a long time. And the truth is you need to have enough to get there. So I want you to take this manifest and begin to understand that you have a choice to begin to have this conversation. Okay? And there are tricks of the trade. There are ways to make it grow faster, compounding. There are ways to pay down debt faster. There are ways to improve your credit faster. Let's talk about the road. There is a Money Magic Pro roadmap, and you can jump on it and you can begin to create. Got a lot of slides. It's here. It's coming. You can begin to create what it is that you seek. And it is an understanding of where you are in the journey of your mastery of money. Now, you could be at the beginning, or you could be in the middle. But the first thing is, do you understand what your bright future looks like? Because that's one of the critical things that we don't get. That's like one of the pieces that you must begin the journey. It's why many of you are here, is that you're trying to get a view. You're trying to get an understanding. Without a view, there's nowhere to begin the journey. You must have a view, and it must be beautiful, bright, dazzling, sparkling, gossamer, shimmering, radiant. I mean, come on, give it to yourself. But let it be clear. That is one of the dissipation, distraction, main systemic problems of why we do not manifest what we seek, is that we do not hold clear view. It's like the waitress comes to the table, says, what do you want for your bright future? And you say, I don't know, what you got in the back? And she's like, I got a messy slop of soup. Is that what you like? And you're like, I don't know. Sure. And that's what you get, a messy slop of soup. And that's not what you wanted. You wanted a bright future. So you got to begin there. I challenge you today. Jump into a bright future. How do you get there? Maybe you need a Thrive guide to help you get into alpha state and start to use those 5 senses and go into a dynamic mental training. So that's what I do. I take you into a place where you can dynamically start to train yourself to begin to manifest a clear and bright future. And do you understand what it is to have good debt and what it is to have bad debt? Do you have any understanding of what it means? Like, our financial literacy in this country is ridiculous, and we should all be trained. Do you know what's blocking you energetically? What's causing you not to be able to solve these money problems, right? And do you have a spending plan? Some people call it a budget. Why call it that? Spend your money. You're not going to take it with you. Make it work for you. Learn how to use it correctly. Sherry, I'm here to wind up. You let me know my timing. I know I'm getting close. And a lot of us have credit roadblocks, but guess what? Time heals all credit wounds. Did you know that? Do you know how to use that? Do you know how to work that? And do you know how to get debt-free faster? There's a system. There's an easy way to do it. Do you know what your net worth is? Do you know what your liquidity is? Do you have any understanding of how to balance it out? Make it work for you. And then do you know how to take your money and grow it at 12 to 15%? Let's do that, right? That's what we're here to do. Let's make magic. But you got to come to me. I only work with those that already agree that there's magic, alchemy, and manifestation. Because if you don't, then the magic can't be sprinkled and the fairy dust can't be shared. And we want that for you. So I ask you to join me today for my free readings, or a spin of my dial. I got 2. It could be your compass, or it could be your evolutionary stable systems with directionals. And we'll get into, like, what's a beginning place? What can we start talking about? What's really important to you intuitively? What's coming up? And then we'll take it from there. I'm in room 7, and I'm not kidding. Ladies, statistics are terrible. You need to step up and get into the conversation. Do not be one of the 14% of the 86% that aren't talking about it. It's ridiculous. Get into the conversation. As Julian just said, start being human. Be human, be wise. Start compounding your interest, pay down your debt, and join me and learn how. You want magic, you want alchemy, manifestation. You came here to rock your wealth, and you can do it. It's sensible. We just haven't been trained. So integrating, into the trifecta of me. What do I do? Where have I come from? And how can I help you? I'm here as your Thrive guide to bridge you into the truth of you. The truth that you are your divine design shine. Sherry, I hand it over to you.
Thank you, Michele.
Absolutely.
Thank you for your inspiration, motivation. Yes,
Awesome.
our
I'm going to
only
stop share.
Yeah, you can stop sharing. You're like our only TED Talk speaker in our own group right now. So far, but so far is what I want to say, because I believe that there's many of us that will be one day on the stage as a TED Talk speaker.
Awesome.
If anybody wants to learn how to be a TED Talk speaker, please talk to Michele, and she can talk to you and how you can swing it down to 18 minutes, if that's what they want, So that's kind of what happens on the stage here. We got 18 minutes, but we give a total of 25. You give and you have a call to action and possibly even an experience. So thank you, Michele, for being here. And we'd like to have you gift somebody a door prize, correct?
Absolutely. So it's a 5-card moon magnet reading. It'll help you get a sense of where you are in life's 4 directions and what the hub of you is saying as you move into this next moon cycle. And it's worth $147. If the price is right. So,
Ba-bum,
P.S.
bum.
The TED Talk is trending at like 68,000 views. So it would be super cool if you guys could help me reach over 100,000. Share it with a friend. Michele Clarke, TEDx, and it's called Engage Thrive Drive, and just rock it. And I know it's going places, and I'm really excited, and I look forward to everybody just rocking your life.
And everybody knows that you need like certain amount of followers in order to move forward on YouTube. You know, you need 1,000 subscribers and so many hours of people listening. So if you guys could just like, subscribe, and share to anybody that's participating in this event, that would be greatly appreciated, okay? We're all here to support each other. So if you want to put in the chat from 0 to 100, Michelle's gonna pick a number. And then coming up next, we're going to have in the main room at 4 o'clock is Leon coming to us all the way. Now he's went from Bosnia to Slovenia. Got to make sure that I remember that. He's in Slovenia. And he's going to be talking to us about the healing properties of the pyramids in Bosnia, even though he is in Slovenia, because he does have property in Slovenia. And he's going to also help guide you for anxiety and breath work and meditation. But we're not done because we do need to do a poll with Michele and do a door prize reading, okay? So let's have everybody put in the chat if you want to have a session with Michele. Put a number in the chat, please, from 0 to 100. What are you offering, Michele? So they know what you're offering, please.
I'm offering a 5-card moon reading, 4 directions of life plus your hub card for the next moon cycle.
And my glasses. Okay, so right now, what is your number, Michele?
67. 67.
67. Okay. I think 23 is close to 67.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, so we have Miss K. Please follow Michele into room number 7. And you guys can even work that out today or in the future. And you can also follow Michele into her room for Q&A and also follow her out for her 6 o'clock in the playroom. Correct?
Awesome.
Right.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Thank you for being here, Michele.
No worries. Rock it out.
Thank you.